Alrighty, good afternoon. Welcome to some Train Sim Mod 6, Lasagna, Nabil, anyone else that's currently tuned in. You are very, very welcome to the stream. Feel free to start sending in your requests. Uh, Nabil, you like doing this thing. Why do you like doing this? Lasagna, you'd like to request that other Steam route with the 4F, whatever it was. Are you talking about Peak Forest? That was a Steam route that the 4F initially showed its face in. If there's a more specific route you're talking about, please let me know. I'm gonna go on the train list and see how many routes the 4F actually shows up on. Oh, only two: Peak Forest and West Somerset. Peak Forest. Okay, let's do some Peak Forest then. I have done none of Peak Forest. So the journey mode should be nice and ready for us. I'm level 3 there. I've done something. I've done something there apparently, but I'm not sure what. Okay, we're not gonna do a 4-minute run. Should probably get my headphones on. Hello, Karen. How you doing? Good to see you. In a joyous mood as usual. Class 37 on WSR. Right, let me just get my list. Let me get my list started then over here. So first things first, lasagna's Peak Forest one, which I don't need to write about really. That's what we're gonna do now, and then Class 37 on West Somerset Railway. Okay, I think that's it for now, and then I'll continue to add to the list as we go on. How come I use green? Because I realized now that I'm using my NVIDIA GPU in my streaming PC, I don't want to do shunting. With the 4F, there wasn't much you could do the 4F apparently. Hold on, let's have a look at the timetable. Because yeah, I'm using my NVIDIA graphics card now for my streaming PC, so I can use NVIDIA Broadcast. I will tell you. Okay, all it does is shunting. All it does is shunting. Okay, I will tell you. I haven't. I don't think I've ever driven this, apart from the training center. So, you know, let's see how this goes, innit? Can it be BR Blue in the crossface? If BR Blue is available, Karen, it absolutely can be. I don't see why it wouldn't be available. So hopefully your wish is granted. Gospel Oak to Barkin, I'm not opposed to that in the slightest. Cheeky suffragette line. Oh my god, I thought it was a little kid. I really thought it was a little kid. I was gonna be like, whoa, this is too realistic. Okay, we don't need to stop. I need to go back. Bro, I've never sat in here before. Okay, I'm just gonna apply what I know when driving the Jubilee. Backwards. You're looking the wrong way, boss. I'm expecting the junctions to be set automatically because that is what my setting says. There you go, Karen. No idea how good the steam brake is. Ah. Okay, I'm just gonna use a combination brake. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on with the camera? Whoa. I didn't do any of that. Okay, Steam Break, I've got no idea how that operates. And what its like logic is. We're gonna kiss the... Oh no, we're not. That was a perfect stop, actually. Nice. Okay, now set the reverser into forwards. There you go. You are doing something. Release the brake. Get going again. I mean, we haven't really done anything, but it all seems straightforward for now. She's busy, innit? I respect the hustle. This whistle has a Moroccan vibe to it. Does it? I'm not sure. I don't know if I've heard a whistle Morocco do, apart from like policemen at roundabouts and junctions. I don't think I've heard a whistle like not at a train station, for example. I certainly haven't heard a train whistle in Morocco. I've heard a train horn. I think driving Steam is best enjoyed in third person. There's just so much going on, like so much to see. They love their horn. No way. I don't know, man. Not in Dungeon, you know. Because at night, or when it's like really quiet, early morning and stuff, you can, like sound travels really far. And the line is nowhere near my house. But at night, I can hear the trains in the distance. I've never heard a whistle. But then I've also not really spent much time in like stations as well. So I think that's something to bear in mind. Did you know that you have to blow the whistle before moving your steam train or honk the horn for diesels? Is that... like, when does that apply, Karen? Is that during passenger services? Is that during shunting? They use the horn whenever they feel up to. Yeah, okay, basically, like car drivers with their horns. It's not really because... they don't sound their horn because the horns need to be sounded. They do it because they feel like it. Or maybe they haven't done it for a while, so they feel like they need to do it now. No reverb, what a shame. This is a fairly old route, to be fair, but it's not an excuse for me. Okay, this industry is definitely giving me Steam era vibes. I'll give him that. I think I went too soft on the reverser too early. You hate LNER now? Why is that, Mark? What have they done to you? During passenger services and shunting on and heritage railways only. Okay, okay. I'll try and bear that in mind. And apply that whenever we start moving. I was doing it a little bit yesterday, but that was more so for dramatic effect rather than procedures. Bro thought 80 units while driving was fine, as long as you get 1 kill every 5 seconds. I don't know whether that was for himself or to protect others, because, boy, people fast when they start acting all sorts of crazy. Seven stream streak, Mark. What a guy. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate your consistency and your loyalty. It's actually a fair bit, to be honest. I was going to get a coffee, but I forgot, so I've just got water now. I actually completely forgot until literally this very second that I was meant to get a coffee. I'm starting to wonder if maybe I should spend some more time on this route. I haven't seen much of it, and I don't know, maybe it's one that you can get quite bored of quite quickly. But it feels quite maybe the way that the grey sky is helping this effect, but it does feel very atmospheric for like industrial steam. You need to jump up and down the chair for that. Never. Or crossing junctions, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What an interesting way to enjoy the game, eh? What does a blower do? What do I do when I open the blower? I did that by accident. Why do you just have a brake van? Why not a whole train? We're currently on shunting duties. Judging from the timetable for the 4F, it was used for shunting duties and light loco moves. Didn't really do much else. Think of it as like a class 08 in a way. Can't get the image out of my head then imagine. It's not a great image, is it? Have a fan blowing hot air from a boiling pot of water on you as well. Oh god. Bro, it's hot enough as it is. I actually got my door open, which I never, ever, ever do. But I realized earlier today, now that I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast, it's cooking my 3080. So I've removed the whole front of my case. So all the heat is just coming right out by my thighs. And the case, the computer case at the front was like too hot to touch. So I'm quite concerned. Everything seems okay for now. So I guess I'll just continue. But that was quite concerning. Blower increases airflow through the firebox. And what does that do, Lasagna? What does that achieve? Hey, Holy Trucker, long time. I saw you yesterday on. I saw you yesterday in the TSS comments, and I was like, oh yeah, Holy Trucker. Been a minute. How you doing, man? Have you tried Moonstone? It's a great game. Not yet, you know, not yet. Spending more time on it than TSW last few days. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm doing well, thank you, man. How are you? How are you? Haven't tried it. Haven't tried it yet. No real reason for why I haven't, other than I don't know. I just kind of haven't been super enticed by it. Do you have the mod for the East Coast mainland? If so, I do have mods for the East Coast mainland. Yeah, I can add that to the list. You have reminded me of something I wanted to talk about though, Mark. So thank you. Regarding mods, so there are so many mods. I mean, I'm sitting on over 400, I think, at this point. And a lot of them, where when I install these mods, I don't check every single DLC to see whether that mod has affected that route or not. So, for example, yesterday when I tried to play the NEC routes and we had a crash, that might happen more often. And all I can do is when I do experience that is make a note of it, and then in my free time, just go through all of my mods and the routes that are affected and see what mod is affecting what route and what's causing the crashes. So if you do make a request and I play that request and then some point the route crashes or it doesn't even load and it just crashes straight away, I apologize beforehand, and I'll probably make a list of those routes to play next week on a stream so that you still get to see that content. But yeah, just a heads up, it may happen. On the North Norfolk Railway, they use a Class 4F and passenger services basically. Really? Man, okay, I need to make a note of like stuff like that because I do want to experience a steam train, It would be great just to see one in action, but I think to have a ride on one would be even better. I did forget to blow the whistle. Sorry. There you go. I completely forgot. Sorry, I was having a chat, Karen. I completely forgot. More air equals better / hotter burning. Okay. And a driver can tell how well the coal is burning by the color of the smoke, right? So then they'll know when to use the blower. All good. Gives you 6 different locos, 72 stations, and 1.5 an hour full route. And for 25 New Zealand dollars must be like so cheap for you guys. Early access. Price goes up in December. Interesting. I didn't know about the price increase. Yeah, I do need to make time for it, man. That's all I can say. I do need to make time for it. There's no in between use mods or no mods of this game. Yeah. Yeah. I've said this a billion times. Like I just in time, Karen. Just in time. Hello, Joshua. How you doing? Yeah, man. I can't play without mods, man. I can't. I mean, I can, but my level of enjoyment goes down so much, so quickly. It's not a choice I want to make. The 323 on Birmingham route for me, I think, is a suspension mod. There is a suspension mod for the 323, yes. Whether it causes crashes or not, I have no idea though. They changed my train from 225 set to an 801. That's the thing about being a little train nerd, isn't it, Mark? Is that for the normal person, that wouldn't really be a bother, but for us, it's like, what the hell? Well, what on earth is that? Or maybe that's their way of enticing you to buy yet another ticket. And then that's just how they fleece you. Oh wait, no, but wait, I'm not on a heritage railway, Karen. This isn't a heritage railway, so I don't think I need to be blowing the horn. Blowing the whistle every time. Although we are shunting, so it could be part of like shunting operations. As long as the price increase isn't like on the the price increase for what? For HomeSim. Yeah, good point. Well, I mean, it does what it does better than how the bus does what it does, right? So even if it was on par, it would still be better value. Color of smoke is how much of the coal is being burnt. You'd use a blower to quickly build up more steam when start the fire more quickly. So can you give me a scenario, Lasagna, where a driver would need to use the blower? I got to stand on the footplate of a steam train at the north. Good for you, Karen. Good for you, honestly. A lot of you have some really cool experiences, and I love that for you. I think I just need to put myself out there more. I know with a lot of these places, sometimes if you just ask, they'll be happy to at least meet you halfway. And the worst they can say is no, right? That's good to hear, Joshua. Happy that you're doing well. What do you think of Nimbus? Where should be free. Nimbus. So watching that video by TSS, it's not exactly what they. Nimbus isn't exactly what the developers say it is. It, to me, isn't really different to what like Windsorton's app does. And ultimately, the person's designed the app, how he's designed it, he's designed his little website for it as well. And he's allowed to charge however much he wants to charge for it. I haven't got an issue with him charging for it. Do I think it's worth the money? Or let me say, do I even think it's worth paying for? No. Am I going to use it? Or would I like to use it? No. But in terms of it being like a thing that exists, I don't think that's a big problem. I don't think that's a big problem. But it might change back to 225 because it's going to lead services are always 225 set. Okay, so there still is some chance then. It's not all over just yet. Like after having used a lot of steam going up a gradient and you need to rebuild the pressure. Okay. You used to work on a steam loco? Like doing what, Joshua? As in like maintenance on a steam loco, or were you you know, like would you be on the footplate of one? What was your experience? Goes to Durham with the Mid Norfolk Railway. Have loads of locals at class 37s, 47s, such as steam trains at class 1 for 2 pace, which is the thing is, I'm all the way in London, man, and everything like that is just so far away. Like, I'd be happy to travel far if I'm going to stay somewhere for like a few days, you know, and have a few different experiences. I'm not completely opposed to traveling. But I just think to myself, why can't there be, you know, why can't there be like a few of these experiences that are closer to home? Genuinely happy the patch announcement has been updated in February. Same. Same. I saw someone asking about it in like a sad way almost, and I was like, bro, why do you like... Man, I'm so glad that I've heard the real announcements and been able to compare them. They're too bad, man. They're too bad. They're not enjoyable. Even to like use your imagination a little bit and pretend, you can't. They're too bad for that. And you have access to using the real one, so why not just use the real one? Like, it's just so silly. So silly. Why make a mod and then make it in a half-hearted way using AI? Maybe I had a free trial with, I don't know, Claude or something, and then it ran out. Just using AI all the time, it does, like, I don't know, man, and it gives me a bit of like a lazy vibe a little bit. Hello there, Mr. Root Requester. How are you doing? Crimson goes to full release and out of beta in December. Game's worth a lot more than what it is now. Game with DLSS 1, RTX Lite, and great game. All on UE5 now. What are they doing to it as it goes to full release? Like what sort of update is it releasing? Because if the content is all the same and they're just saying, oh yeah, it's 1.0 now and we're charging more for it, it's not really worth the price hike. And UE5 and RTX, ray tracing, sorry, and DLSS, they're all good. But if they're not done properly, then there's not really much of a point in having them in the game. You can have a game on Unreal Engine 4 that is looks and performs better than a UE5 game in every single way. It's possible. It's possible. If the developers for UE4 knew what they were doing and the developers for UE5 didn't really know what they were doing. So I'm not really sold when a game says, "Oh, Unreal Engine 5 support, Unreal Engine upgrade, Unreal Engine update." It's like that's nice, but are you going to utilize everything with it, within that engine that can be utilized, that should be utilized? If yes, then my ears are all open and I'm intrigued. If not, then like if TSW was to go to UE5, nothing, nothing much would change. The performance issues would still be there. The optimization issues would still be there. Console specific issues would still be there. And nothing really much would actually change. I have a target this week, 100% achievements at Simro. Currently I'm missing 10 hours of dispatch and driving less than 300 kilometers to get the achievements. Driving less than 300 kilometers. But what? But over 250 or over 200? That's still a lot, man. Good luck. Could use the AI to replicate the real ones and remove noise from the original recordings. Absolutely. That is very true. You could still use AI and do a much better job than what's been done so far. Absolutely. I need to figure out how these brakes work. I think we're actually going to be loading the coal, Are these the loaders? No, I can use the steam brake to like regulate the speed a little bit. Oh, cool. I feel like 5 miles an hour is a bit too quick. Oh no, they're filling up actually rather quickly. That's okay. How are they filling up though? I don't see anything like falling from the top. They're sort of just the stuff is just spawning. Damn. Hogwarts Express. Has anyone touched Running Train since it came out? I played 5 hours only ever since it came out. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. I think a lot of people are as well. But I think, if you had an ounce of sense, you would know that that's where it was going. There's just not much going on. And the only reason you would continue playing it is to improve on your score. Like at this point, it's almost like an arcade game. where you're just trying to get a new high score every time, and it's fun in that aspect. But to play it in like a train simulation way, you're going to be disappointed. You can only do that so much, and if you are going to play it regularly, I don't see how you can do more than like 2 runs a day on a consistent basis. Literally 13 hours of playtime. Would you be doing those kilometers with a Pendolino ASR in that case? Did you know the combination brake is for when you have carriages and cargo cars, but steam brake is for the train itself? Makes sense, Karen. Makes sense. I've been using the steam brake for the train itself, but it is giving me like train brake vibes. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the clarity. It's good to know that for sure. I do like shunting moves where it's beside the main line and you just see the trains come in and go in, the passenger services, while you just, trundle along, keeping yourself busy. I really like that. Just missing the dispatch every station for 2 hours and drive 4. Why that exact number? 40,076 kilometers. Is that a nod to anything? Can you do Birmingham to Crewe next on 2025 timetable? Not next, Josh. But I can... well, I fumbled this a little bit. But I can add it to the list. After this, we've got the Class 37 on West Somerset Railway. And then a run on the Suffragette line. And then a run on the East Coast Main Line. And then I can add Birmingham to Crewe on the 2025 CT. Are we going to get to all of the requests today? I can't say. I'm going to try and sort of go through as much as I can. I do try to keep the runs to around half an hour. I try not to go too far above half an hour if I can. It obviously depends on like the services and how long they tend to be. But if you do want to see this type of stream more often, let me know. The only reason I don't do them as much as I used to do them a lot during TSW4 and then a fair bit in TSW5, and I haven't really done, I think I've done like 1 or 2 in TSW6. And the reason I stopped doing them was just because I'm gonna hit the thing now. Kiss. The reason I stopped doing them was just because of a lack of engagement. Like I would do the streams and then no one would like request anything, and it's just like, okay, well, what's the point, basically. But yeah, if you guys do want to see them and are willing to engage with them and send through your requests and whatnot, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to have them at least like on a weekly basis. I wouldn't mind doing that at all. Hey, Cardor, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. How you doing? Guess I'll do Katowice to Warsaw. It's been a while. Or why not just do the 3-hour run with the Pendolino? Or is that not in multiplayer? If I do play it, and that's what you're looking for, playing it on this PC, holy chocker, you're going to be disappointed. I can't say I had the same issues that caused the delay. Okay, that was nice. Half an hour in total. Thank you very much, Lasagna. That was actually like genuinely enjoyable. Right, on to the West Somerset Railway. Now, knowing how long these runs are, I'm not going to do a full length run, just because no one else would get a chance to see off their requests. So I'll play about half an hour, and we'll move on to the Suffragette line. 40,076 kilometers is the length of the equator. Ah, interesting. Why would that even be an achievement though? They're so extra. Is there a condition for the routes, i.e. the usual being on the stream in less than 30 minutes? The only condition is, like, in terms of requests, I'm happy to do, you know, to do what you guys want me to do, and play through what you want me to play through. But for the sake of like fairness and everyone getting to sort of to have a chance to see their request played out, I limit them to half an hour. So other than that, go for whatever you want to go for. There you go, class 37, BR Blue. Yeah, nothing. It's either a few minutes. Oh, you know what? There's an empty stock move, but that would just be with the loco itself. Would that be okay, Karen? Or do you want to see like a proper service? I'll let you choose. Suggestion: have a DC channel of request a route. I could, Mark. I could. But would that really be beneficial? Because realistically, it would only be useful for the few hours that I'd be streaming, and that would be it. And the thing is, right, Karen's not responding, so I'm gonna say yes to this because it's a timetable service and something I can tick off. You actually reminded me of something I used to do and actually applies right now, because I was about to say I usually would only do the request if the person that requested it is still around, because it's not fair that someone will request something, go away, and then somebody who's waiting for their request doesn't get to see their thing played because somebody who's not around is getting their one done. I don't think Karen's around, so I'm going to skip Karen's for now and I'm going to go to the suffragette line. So yeah, that's another thing, Mark. It doesn't really make sense for you to request something, let's say the previous week, then the day comes for the request a route stream and you're not around to see like your request, and then someone who is around and has requested has to wait for yours although you're not around. Does that make sense? I just don't think that's really fair. So that's also a condition, ASR. Adding to your question earlier, yeah, you have to be here. Otherwise, I'll give it a skip. And you can come back later and you know, it will still be there. I'll still play through it, but just not at that particular time. Hey, Sammy, how you doing, mate? Right, suffragette line. I know I've done the... Oh, no, I don't think I've done the full... what's it called? Journey mode for this. Whoa. Yeah, let's do a little something, man. I wish it would tell you the time. I don't want to do any night runs. I just wish it would tell you the time on the timetable so you don't have to go back. It's better than TSW achievements because driving for 40,076 kilometers takes a while. I mean, it's just a long distance that's achievable, but it takes time and it actually means something. Well, there would be a similar thing in TSW if we had a class 40076. Then you would get, no, maybe not, because then they would just give you the achievement for driving 4.0 miles. Nice little evening run. You know what? I'm not opposed to this. I'm not opposed to this at all. Alright, see how much I remember. I mean, it is a pretty simple train to drive, but one can forget things. Confirm D-Reg. So the train number doesn't show up here. Okay, that's quite interesting. Cab lights. Ambiance. Auto. Nights. Okay. I don't think there's really much else to do here. Nothing gets done on the screen. I think I'm gonna use my controller for this one. Good on a half day. Just finished work. Good for you, bro. Good for you. Is today Thursday or Sunday? It's Thursday, isn't it? Good for you, man. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Fun fact that no one cares about. These sound an alarm when you open them. I'm confused. I'm not confused because it's nothing new. We've seen it in the game so often. Let me say it's a shame that the door thing they've implemented here, where the doors are unlocked but like they're also closed at the same time. They don't apply that to any other train in the game. And I'm pretty certain there are a whole bunch of trains that also have that feature, if you'd call it a feature. I wonder what this area looks like now. I'm pretty sure it's a lot further in development than when I last saw it. Is there not a mod for this line? There is an enhancement pack, yeah. And there's also a mod for the trains as well. I think for the train's headlights, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember correctly. There's also going to be a whole bunch of shader caching today while I play routes that I haven't played on this GPU and I just haven't played in general for months. Got a hospital appointment, but should be in and out. Oh, nice. Hopefully nothing too crazy. Hopefully just like a routine checkup. Where you get London Underground and C2C. I don't think there's a mod for that, Mark. I think if you download like a livery, and I think somebody's created a scenario. I'm pretty sure somebody's created a scenario with C2C trains. But there's not like an official timetable mod that includes them, unfortunately. Days Hot Chicken. Oh, bro, I want to go there. You know, the thing is though, I feel like it's always packed. Is it always packed? I do want to visit, but I'm not gonna suffocate myself in there, and I just don't like that. I want to go somewhere like nice to eat. Like just Wingstop just about passes when I go there to eat in person. But for the most part, I just order it. I just don't like places that are super busy, especially when I go somewhere to eat. Eating is very intimate to me. I don't want to go somewhere that's ram-packed and eat there. I just don't feel right. I just don't like being around that many people in general, let alone like eating there. There were some interesting scenarios on this DLC, weren't there? You had the train on fire, the fog. You had the fireworks. More effort than we usually see. I saw a C2C British Railway livery today in Ilford Depot. C2C British Railway. What does that look like? I know what a regular C2C livery looks like. Just click and collect and take it home. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's not a bad shout, bro. But you gotta live either you gotta live reasonably close to one, so it's not cold by the time you get home, or you have a nice little spot in mind that you go and drive to and just eat and nibble away in the car. I'd prefer the former. Chicken shop at Barking is not busy. I don't know, man. It had its busy times. But I don't care for it anyway. It lost its aura for me, man. And it was one thing that really killed it off for me, and it was the lack of sauce. Now, when I first used to go, maybe that was how that's how they entice you, so that they keep you coming. When I first used to go, oh my days, bro, the wings would be marinated so well. They're juicy, saucy, and then you'd finish them. Not finish them, but then as you're eating, because there's so much sauce that's like coming off them, you can just like almost like dip the wings themselves in their own sauce. Oh, it was delicious. It was really delicious and so flavoursome. And then out of nowhere, they just started to give me some dry ass wings. I'm not here for that. I didn't come here for that. No. Because I would get the wings and I'd get like a particular burger they used to do with like hash brown and onion rings on it. And the burger's not that good for me to keep coming to you just for it. No, I need the wings, bro. And I gave them chance after chance after chance after chance, and they just didn't sort their stuff out. they just didn't want to sort it out. So I stopped going to them after a while, even before I moved away. Disappointed me, man. An easy way to break my heart is through food, through a food related incident. They broke mine. This station's really well done, you know. Like I wouldn't say it feels like I'm there, but it's really well done. Really well done. But yeah, man, these platforms should be busy. Everything should be busy basically. Mix of underground, Hammersmith and City Line, District Line, you know, C2C of course. But these assets are incredibly accurate. These are basically as it is in reality. This building, the same thing, looks very like worn down. Like they did a good job. They did a good job. And where's the chicken shop that Nabil's referring to? This used to be my local, and then they disappointed me hard here. I like that they still represented it as a food place, but yeah. And then there's a sex here. There's a corner shop, I think here. There's a pharmacy here. I locked the doors, no? Did I open the left side? No. That was weird. It's a blue 357 a board letter of British Railway. So is it like a train that used to be used on C2C or what? 10 minutes drive and Milman's probably getting in a car. Maybe not allowed to eat today. Oh yeah, one of those ones where you have to fast. Yeah. No, 10 minutes is fine. 10 minutes is valid. It's just enough time for the food to warm down enough to still be edible, but you know, it's not going to burn you or anything. And especially if you get spicy food. And I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I don't like eating spicy food when it's like hot temperature wise. It's not really a nice experience for me. I like spicy food being a bit warm. And then I can enjoy the food and the spiciness. But I don't like the mix together. I don't know if that's how these trains sound in reality. I can't say I've ever heard a horn on one of these. But that sounded odd. Maybe. You'll go there regardless. I mean, yeah, you have to because like there's history there, right? You have to experience it for yourself, but I think you might be disappointed, man. The food there is not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. You know, my experience is very personal. with one particular item in the whole menu, and the menu consists of a lot of things. So, you know, you should still go there and have a good time. But in protest, I wouldn't eat there. It's like the 800. What, the horn? Is it? I don't recall what the horn of the 800 sounds like, but I don't know. Maybe. Perhaps. When I move away from where I am now, I'm going to tell you a funny story. Pardon me. Oh, are you talking about GBR? Mark. I thought you were talking about like an old school, like a BR Blue sort of livery. Oh. Yeah, I think I've heard of that. Pretty sure I've heard of that. I do wonder what our railways will look like 3-4 years from now, with GBR having been, you know, fully rolled out. I'm not like a super purist, so I don't think I'll be like incredibly mad about it. But I also don't. I'm not exactly looking forward to our entire railways being samey. Britain's fastest. I had such a disappointing experience on the Javelin. And it was because it does what it does so well, ironically. I got on it. And at no point did I really feel like we were actually traveling at 125. But it was because it was so smooth, quiet. I need a bit of drama, man. And the other day, we were driving, and there's an electric car in front of us. And it, like, the guy was, like, he was zooming a little bit. He was pushing it. Like, we're at a red light, and the light turned green, and he just went for it. And then I also went for it, but I've got a manual. Sorry, I've got a petrol vehicle, a diesel vehicle. So it's got some audio to it, and you can hear like the effort that the car's doing to keep up, while the other car's just completely silent. It's like that car's pushing, but you wouldn't know, you know, you wouldn't really know that it's actually doing anything. And as a car person, I don't know, man. Like, it's cool having that performance underneath you and that instant performance. And I've never had the boring drive in an electric car. Even like, bro, I've driven a Nissan Leaf and like had fun with it, you know, just bombing it. But you want an experience, I think. Well, I want an experience from a vehicle. I want a sense of drama. Even if I'm not traveling at 100 miles an hour, I'm still moving a little bit. But I understand that's not like the general consensus. People want quiet, they want peace. Don't want to be going up, you know, I don't know. Like on like the Concorde, for example. I don't know if people like could feel how fast they were actually going. You generally don't on a plane. But the Concorde, especially with all its glitz and glamour in the power department, from the outside, there's a lot going on. From the inside, I don't know. But the aim would have been to have something like that, be as smooth as possible from the inside, as quiet as possible from the inside, you know? Will they get that livery too? I don't know. I'm not following what TOCs are involved in the changes. I'm assuming eventually the plan is to have everything under one name. But I can't tell you, I can't give you any more specifics. My BMW 530 is in the shop again. You know, in true BMW fashion, Mark. What's the issue with it? Shinkansen in Japan, read it for that speed is going. Yeah, see? And if I'm going for a nice trip to Japan, cool. You know? Oh yeah, cool. I got to ride it. I got to, you know, feel it and see it. Cool. But as somebody who experiencing that train is a big part of why they're going to Japan, and you know, they're like so like ready to experience that speed and power, thinking it's gonna be like some sort of roller coaster experience, and it's just not. They're gonna be disappointed. Like, they still rode that train, they still traveled at that speed, but they didn't experience it, if that makes sense. Got to get a new bumper on it. Not too bad, is it? I don't know how much those bumpers cost, and I guess labor's gonna be not cheap. What the heck are you doing, bro? What is that? Was that the time? Something like a bumper, I think I'll try and do myself, you know. I think there are certain things on my car that I would try and sort out myself. I don't know. Depends, I guess, if I've got time or not. Ultimately, I'd also be happy to pay for the convenience of having somebody else do it. It was Sea Cleaner, man. It likes doing that BS. Welcome on board, Josh. Thank you very much for the follow. Follower goal met. My follower goal is not 440. What are you chatting about? My follower goal is clearly 500. I need to delete that. I didn't even know that was a thing. I think Twitch sometimes sets its own goals for you. It's like, what are we doing? They're not goals then, are they? Hello, Josh. It's lying, Mark. Don't believe it. The current goal right now is 500. 500, and then it will be 1,000 after that. The thing that got me the most, aside from, oh my god, they're doing my local route, when this was announced, was how accurately they got the colors. And it's like, duh, like it's licensed, obviously gonna get, you know, accurate colors, but like, no. Like, you have to see this thing in real life and then see it in the game to know, like, actually how accurate the thing is. Maybe it's a TOD4 thing, but like the Bakerloo line, for example, I'm very familiar with the 1972 stock, but it didn't really give me that, oh my god. The maps inside the carriages did, though. They were of incredible detail. But the outside colours, not really. But this thing, oh my lord. It's such a beautiful blue and a beautiful orange. And it's been replicated to perfection, in my opinion. Nabil, we didn't talk about that, remember? I'm actually not far away, by the way. I think I'm on 1992. Can I just say something about these assets, these leaves? I'm gonna go back to them when we come to a stop. I got a complaint about them. Get out my face. I got a complaint about them. Doing some rail journeys on NZP, Monocle Custom Airline. Nice, NZP. Oh my god, I don't think that can be discussed to death about how badly that route needs a remaster. For so many different reasons. So many different reasons. Right, these stupid ass leaves. Honestly, doing them at this level of quality, I would rather not see them at all. It's a circle. It's like, it's just such a simple, like, it's just so dumb. It's just a dumb animation. They just move in such a dumb way. It's just so dumb. On I think it's RSL. I mentioned this in my review. And I don't know, the last video I did, the Thames Valley Branches review. I think it was Rossignol, where you had like falling leaves on there, and they were like done really well. Like, you're driving and you'd see them naturally sort of falling down. These ones, they're on the ground. You see them just like levitate upwards and then fall down again. It's just so dumb. So dumb. I'd rather just not see that at all. Just don't. If you're gonna include something, just to say, oh yeah, this route's got leaves. Don't do it. Just don't. Just don't. Do it well. Do it properly. Do it in a way that makes the experience more enjoyable rather than frustrating. I don't think anyone's seen those leaves and said, oh, that's cool. Hello, Machiavelli. How you doing, mate? How's the new game so far? New game? What new game? SnowRunner. If you're talking about SnowRunner, I'm loving that. I've had to even like manually hold myself back from playing it so that I don't like tire myself out with it and get bored of it. I'm really, really enjoying it, honestly. Scarda doing leaf magic. West Coast Main Line must be a fun line to live near, Josh. Just seeing all the different stock go by, see the Pendolinos fly by. all the different TOCs as well. There's actually a lot to see. If you're referring to this right now, Machiavelli, this route came out 2 years ago, I think now. 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was 2. Tees Valley also needs Tees Valley as well. Tees Valley would really benefit from a remaster. Really, those two. There are others. Don't get me wrong. There are definitely others that could really do with remasters, but those two especially, man. With all like the BR BR stock that we've had added into the game, updated, TOD4 lighting, a brand new timetable for both. Oh man, so much can be done. I'm also surprised we haven't really seen solid timetables for both, even in like mod form. Talking about remasters in general as well, it's a shame that like remasters aren't something that are just automatically a good thing. Because for example, you look at the Kern Aachen remaster, that was trash. That was trash. There's not really a way to be like nice about it. It was trash. And for a lot of people, the experience is actually worse. And it's just like typical TSW fashion, man. Something that's meant to be good, like features. Features are meant to be good, but then they're added in a rubbish way that makes them rubbish. Like the train faults. And how many bugs have you had with them, and like the excess reporting of faults and all of this. Like, it's a nice feature, but it's been ruined. The TSRs, nice feature, but it's the same speed every single time for the same amount of distance. And only changed very, 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 very recently, thanks to All Aboard Studios and JT. Not anything that's meant to be nice and exciting and good. It's just botched. Hello, Karen. How you doing? Welcome back. You went around, so I skipped your request. If you are, by the time we finish this, I'll be happy to then go back to it. And if we do go back to it, there was a light loco run that was about half an hour long, but it's like a full timetable service. So I was thinking of doing that. But if you want to see like a passenger service instead, that will then get cut short, I could also do that as well. It's completely up to you. Nothing new at the moment, Machiavelli. There was meant to be a new route released today, but it's been cancelled. It's been held back. The release date has been cancelled, not the route itself. So nothing brand new. There was a release last week that was pretty good. Well, most of it was pretty good. The rest of it is in QA. Naturally. I cannot believe this is a dovetail route. I'm sorry. I don't know what developers worked on this. I'm assuming they're not around anymore. But I'm shocked every time I run around myself that this is a dovetail route. I don't see any 390s. I only see 350s and 3. Really, Josh? How so? Chat didn't work for you. I was trying to say BR Blue Cross. Okay, Karen. I mean, I did select a BR Blue 37 on WSR, but I was asking whether you wanted to see the light loco move or whether you wanted me to do a passenger service, and then you didn't respond, so I just moved on. Yours is next in the queue, Mark, but I skipped over Karen's one because she wasn't around at the time, so her one is still above yours. But I just skipped over it because she wasn't around at the time that it came to play in it. So if she is around after this one, then I'll do that. And then I'll do yours afterwards if you're around. Not really a train guy. No, that's all good, Machiavelli. I mean, to be fair, my schedule up until last night did say to Derby line. So I think you'd be forgiven for being misled. I've cycled on that route many a time. On that route? Maybe not. Maybe not on that particular route. Somewhere here. Somewhere across the river. Did I play FH6 yet? No. I don't intend to. I don't really want to, in all honesty. I'm just not enticed at all. I have no desire. No desire. Oh, maybe it was this. Yeah. It was that path. I have no desire to play Forza Horizon. Passenger service? No worries, Karen. We're only a few stops away from Gospel Oak. About 15 minutes or so. Two months ago, you wanted. I did want the Ultimate, and I was really excited for it. And I'm so happy that I held off until I actually saw footage. Because I'm pretty sure I kept saying at the time, if there's still the issue of the roads being so wide and gameplay being repetitive, I'm not going to get it. And I don't know about the gameplay aspects, but I've seen enough of the roads to have that alone turn me off completely. I don't even want to give it a go. I just don't want anything to do with it. I don't want anything to do with it. Which is crazy coming from me. I remember fiending over Forza Horizon when I was younger. Being so heartbroken that the first one only came out on Xbox. And being so excited I was able to get Forza Horizon 3 on PC. And even that, I mean, Forza Horizon's always had the same shortfalls in my opinion. Because I remember back in Forza Horizon 3, it was the same. Super wide roads. I didn't feel like the gameplay was as repetitive as 5 was. But a big aspect of Forza for me is just being able to drive around and cruise. And if I can't enjoy myself doing that, there's just no point in playing the game at all. Will Tadami Land get released before GTA 6? Oh, it's possible. It's possible. I've stood by my sentiment that it won't come out for TSW 6 since the beginning of TSW 6. But if I mean, it seems like TSW 7 is next in line, right? If it is TSW 7 and it comes out when the TSWs usually come out, which is September, then it's possible that we may get Tadami as an early DLC release, in which case it would come before GTA 6. But I also think there's a good chance, I would say, a good chance that GTA 6 does come out first. I genuinely think there's a good chance of that. Had a cheeky TCM session. First place, first try. Let's go, bro. So everyone's still a bot. Good to know. Except Shower, Speed, and Racing, apparently. I don't remember what their name stood for anymore. I just know Shower was there, and I highly doubted that. Have you ever hit a tree at 100 miles per hour when your car is fine? Do we need a motorsport though? Do we need a motorsport? Because the last Forza Motorsport was also quite disappointing for me personally. Now, I haven't played it since like the first few months that it came out. So I don't know how many updates it's received since then, how well they've improved the gameplay. But I remember watching a video last year that you know those like videos where people go into like great detail about certain games and they tell you all the information and the shortfalls of this game and what this game done well. I watched a Forza Motorsport one of that, and the sentiment wasn't great. The sentiment wasn't great at all, and I just felt so relieved that I hadn't really missed out on anything. I was only playing it on Game Pass. I had it on Game Pass, but I only had Game Pass for a few months. I had it for a trial. Was it Game Pass? I think it was Game. I don't really remember, to be honest with you. I just know I had it for a while, but I didn't own it. And yeah, that was how I met Carter, by the way, and you actually. I'm talking about it like as if you don't know what I'm talking about. That's how I met all of you guys. Oh, a great time. I remember doing the races on Laguna Seca. Were we driving Mazdas and racing minis at Silverstone, I think. And then there was that weirdly cool, like fake track as well. Then I remember racing those yellow Mazdas, like the Formula One almost shaped Mazdas. Motorsport with open world. Well, that's Forza Horizon, isn't it? Obviously, Forza Horizon doesn't have tracks. I know what you mean, but yeah, that would be like whoever the dev is, their excuse to not have a motorsport open world. SSR guy was fighting with you. Oh, fair enough. Which one was it? Do you remember? We went to motorsport like back in the day, not the new crap. What did the motorsport back in the day do that this one doesn't? Like the new one doesn't? Also, oh, I don't really know what the likelihood is of us seeing more motorsport titles, to be honest. I mean, how long has it been since the last one? Isn't this like the longest break between motorsport titles since they started? Reason why I don't see any 390s is because I'm on the Northampton loop. Oh, so they bypass Northampton. Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's a shame, man. So do you see any high-speed trains then, or do you just get locals? Forza Motorsport 3, but an open world. Like Kratzy. See, I missed out on all of those. I was always a PlayStation boy. My first taste of motorsport was when they brought it to PC. Same with Horizon. Two things, and then one, you're running late, and two, could you please blow the horn? And the depot whistle. I'm running late. I am. I did notice a few stops ago. I don't really know how though, because I've stuck to speed quite well, and departed like instantly on time. But yeah, I'll give you a blow the horn once we get to Crouch Hill, and the whistle as well if this has one. It should do. Do you think Richmond will come at 40 SW7? No. 100% no. Falls away if you hit a tree or car. Oh. I mean, you can mess around with the damage settings in Forza Horizon. These leaves are really starting to piss me off. You can damage your car in a particular way where it makes it a bit difficult to drive, and then the car looks a bit funky, but it's not. It's no BeamNG, you know? I don't know how. I don't remember how bad the damage was in Forza Motorsport, to be completely honest with you. There's no whistle. No, there's no whistle. It just it's just low horn, high horn, and that's it. Solaris, I've never heard of that. That's a new guy. Solaris, never heard of him. So they just bypassed us and just got some random new people. FH games are starting to go on PlayStation now. Yeah, I don't think that's a good move, you know. Not a good move for Microsoft anyway. It's a good move for PlayStation players. I know Forza Horizon 5 released on PS5. Yeah, Forza Horizon 5 on PS5. Thank you, Karen. There is on the inside. Let's have a little gander. There is indeed. But you can't really hear it much. It's there, but you need to hear it from the outside. But then you can't operate it from the outside, so... Bit of a catch-22. They recruited him from OMSI, it was crazy. Did you see any new techniques, new sweaty techniques? I still don't know how they did the one where everyone goes into the tunnel, but they go above the tunnel, and then you see them like come down when you exit the tunnel. Come on, man. Who even discovered that? What are we doing? Way too sweaty. I mean, bro, I'm not gonna lie. If I like find out how to do it, I'm doing it. I'll be real. I'm winning by any means necessary. The one I really enjoy is the one where I think it's when you have a hypercar, either a hypercar or a racing car. I don't remember. And then the you're meant to go on a road that's like very 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 curvy, but then there's a way that you can just go outside of that road and still get the checkpoints if you go on the grass. For how long that thing has existed, not many people know about it. It's ridiculous. You come out the sun and they just jump from up. Bro, the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, mate, is this a bug? Is this a glitch? Like, how are they coming down? And then I started to see them, like, you know, when we'd enter the tunnel, they would go to the right and go up. And then I put two and two together. I'm like, oh my lord, really? But that's gaming in 2026, man. Sweats everywhere. See something like Call of Duty. There was a time when you could play multiplayer and be competitive, and like everyone's level is competitive, if that makes sense. You're not gonna constantly get your ass kicked, and you're not really gonna do too much ass kicking. But now you go in something like Warzone, for example. Bro, I don't even want. Like, I've been wanting to, you know, take a visit to Warzone, but I know there won't be a point because I will get my ass kicked and I will just not be having fun. It's like online games. Either you sweat, you cheat, or you're just trash. And there doesn't really seem to be much of a middle ground anymore. And there's so many cheaters in like any online competitive game now. It's almost like, well, what's even the point in trying? We're approaching the last stop now, Karen. This is a really nice route, man. One of my all-time faves. I think I've gotten really lucky with how, like, two of my most local overground routes were made by Dovetail, but made very well. It would suck so hard getting your local route or a route that you're very familiar with being done in a bad way. Everything would stick out like a sore thumb. It's annoying they didn't get 378s on here. So you just see 710s doing the Mildmay line. On a Sunday, Avanti get diverted onto the Northampton loop. What, all day, Josh? Or like is it something that just takes place in the mornings? It says on that street, especially in the dawn of night. What, this one, Karen, or West Somerset Railway? Cheeky snore on a search for a head out. Why not, Sammy? How can I disagree? How can I disagree, my man? That sounds like a plan and more. Right, West Somerset Railway now, the Class 37. We'll do a passenger service. Run about halfway through. Not halfway through. Run about half an hour, sorry. And then call it there. Why do Moser... Sorry, completely different topic. But why do Moser just keep doing like V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 of their bases? Is there really so much that they change that can't just be done in a software update? Imagine buying like an R9, for example. You think to yourself, yeah, I've got a bit of a beast, and then you find out it's V1 or it was V0, and now they're on like V6. It just completely like dampens your excitement. No point doing a journey mode run if I'm not going to finish it, actually. Normally just in the mornings at about 1 or 2. Okay, it makes sense. Yeah, Sunday mornings do make room for some interesting movements. That Morrison art cover. I believe you can like change what shows up in the loading screens. Right, these are vacuum brakes that I know. But is the train set correctly? Yes, actually, surprisingly so. Can't take it for granted anymore. Handbrakes released. How much clag are we gonna get? I want all of it. No, don't block me. Yeah. 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 Very happy about that. Hello, Mr. Dan. How you doing, mate? Can't go wrong with a bit of clickety-clack as well. I am just going to go straight to 100% throttle, by the way, once the limit allows us to. Should be right about now. Right about now. Right about now. We've long cleared the station. Shouldn't the limit have gone up to 25? 31s are the best. Really? I don't think I've seen the 31s level of climb. Put me in that. Put me all in that. Yes. Yes. Inhale all of it. It's worth reducing our life expectancy by 3 years. Driving 7 ton on mild, mate. That's a very rare service, you know, Mark. A very rare service. There are only a handful of those a day. Like a really, 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 really small handful. I haven't flipped on the marker lights, have I? Instrument lights as well. Ooh, indicator lights. I'm not a big fan of this color scheme, you know. I much prefer the blood and mustard. What time did we kick off? 10:15. So when it gets to 10:45 in game time, we'll move on to the East Coast Mainline. Was that yours, Mark? The East Coast Mainline request? Aren't these dragging really close to the sleepers? That's a bit scary. Why is it stretched? It's like a yo-yo. The pipe is just like yo-yoing. What's going on with the wheel texture as well? It looks a bit funky. The bill just for you. Absolutely not. I hope to get Birmingham to Crewe and AO 500 Valley in October. In the autumn sale, if I'm not mistaken, Josh. It's a good set of DLC. Are you in a PC or console? The timetable mod for East Coast Mainline. I don't think I do. I can take a look though. This one I assume you're talking about. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Looks like it's worth getting though. No, I don't have it though. You're on PlayStation. I think it would be worth Josh asking about on the forums maybe regarding blurry textures. Because I know I've seen complaints about them for all of those bits of DLC that you mentioned. Not to put you off, but I just think it would suck if you were to spend your money and then not really get your money's worth or end up being disappointed. How much of those have been like properly sorted out, I don't know. That's why it would be worth asking about. Because some of them do get sorted out. Sometimes there's situations when there won't be any blurries and then an update comes out that then causes them. I know on one of the 800 trains, there was an issue where the labels for the buttons were just black squares. That was an odd one. I will do, Karen, thank you. I actually forgot, Loki. I didn't do it when we departed Maidenhead. But I'll try and remember for the next one. Keyword being try. I think they fixed the blurry sections in the latest patch. I hope so. I hope so. It just sucks so much not being able to enjoy the game. And I believe there's also an issue that I've seen more than one person mention, whereby if you have too many DLCs or if your level gets too high or something like that, your profile just gets corrupted on PlayStation, which is insane. Again, I don't know whether it affects everybody or what, but I know I've seen for certain more than one person mention it. I think that's the danger of having a PC game and just porting it as it is to consoles without really bearing all of these things in mind. Absolutely, this game I think should be on console, because I remember the days, you know, being stuck on PlayStation and really wanting PC only games and just not having access, and it really sucked. And we've come a long way from those days. There are so many simulation games now available on consoles, but it's the same old issues for a lot of them where they don't get ported as well as they should have been. A lot of the limitations on console aren't accounted for, so you just end up with slot on your plate basically a lot of the time. In TSW7 I'm only going to have the UK DLCs. Fair enough, that's completely fair. And that's something that's good, isn't it? It's like you can just have what you want to have, but then again it's like, and this only affects like same region type of routes, but it's like, here's the route that we're going to bring out for you. If you've got these 6 older routes, you're going to have a blast on the timetable. If you only have this one route, you're only going to have one layer. And it's like, And we'll get into that point where it's almost like every DLC that comes out now, you need to have a number of older DLCs to get the full experience. I feel like my webcam's a bit like slow. I think that's just down to broadcast. NVIDIA broadcast struggling. What are you sad about, Dan? Not too bothered. I mean, if you're not too bothered about the blurry textures, then you know, feel free to get a hold of any DLC. And you know, if you're able to look past that, good for you, honestly. Good for you, man. Work, too much shit to do. Nothing beyond your strength, Dan. And don't expect everything out of yourself. You're a human being with a limited capacity. Don't end up being worse off than you were when you started. It's a shirt, Karen. Fortunately, it looks like we're going to be able to give it some coming out of Crocom. Crocom? However you'd pronounce it. You also become a train driver IRL? How old are you, if you don't mind me asking, Josh? Tim, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Hope your stream, the rest of your stream went well yesterday. Good news, endangering us caves and are letting me do what I want. Sorry, not endanger, engineering. But I still want to have a meeting. Absolute push for that, bro. Push for it. 18, Josh. Okay, nice. So I think there are, depending on where you are, you said you live near the Northwestern Mail, West Coast Main Line. I know there are quite a handful, at least in the within the London area, there are quite a handful of apprenticeships available for train operating companies. Now, I guess you can see if there's some that are very specific to train driving. Otherwise, you could just, you know, join one of them, get your foot through the door, and then apply on like an internal basis to be a train driver. That's how like the London Underground works. You can't be a driver in the London Underground without first being an internal employee. So you've got apprenticeships that you can take a look at. To be fair, if you just visit a lot of these train operating companies' website, there's usually a lot of information and a lot of routes to get into like train driving. A lot of them are apprenticeships, but a lot of them are also like training courses. There are so many. I had a day the other, I was gonna say the other week. It was like 2 months ago, where I just visited like all of them that were within the London area, just to see, number one, how many vacancies were available, and two, what the process was to get into that position. There are so many different varieties. Doing well, been looking for a while. I'd say sometimes I heard someone say blurry sections. Don't bother. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you streaming. Well, I'm happy to hear that, man. I'm happy to hear that. I'm so glad that you're streaming now. Literally, the missus came in after I finished streaming, but I still had you on the big screen, and I was like, this guy used to watch me, and now he started streaming, and he's actually so good at it. Like, you've got a really good personality for streaming. You got a really good streaming personality. So keep going, man. Keep going. Keep pushing. And yeah, man. Cheers to the future. Sorry, all I've literally got is water. Try to get an apprenticeship at NWR, but got no response. That, bro, don't let that stop you. Apply for as much as you can. Apply for as much as you can. Increase the chances of a response. If you just limit yourself to one thing, you might get it, but you might not. And it's like, if you don't, then you know what you're left with. Sometimes you gotta wait a whole year to then apply for the other apprenticeships. So my advice would be, apply for as much as you can, so that when you do get a number of responses, it's up, you get to choose. You get to be the one to make the choice of who you know go and work for. It may also be worth seeing what courses you can do that could get you within that realm as well. I was like, at the time, I was really desperate to get into London Underground, and I applied for from 2019 to 2021. I was applying non-stop, and my camera though, my camera's gone. I was applying non-stop, and it got to the point where, you know, I would just instantly get like rejected, and I didn't really understand why that was happening to me. What's happening here? Why has this gone dark? So I'll carry on in a second. I wonder if it's if my phone's died, but it shouldn't have died. It's plugged in and it's charging. Right, I've restarted the app on the phone. Hopefully that does something. Apparently not. Okay. That's, oh, here we go. Deactivate and activate. Nothing. Okay, well, that's a weird one. I mean, I've still got this to lean on. I guess I can use that. Apply a bit of zoomers to it. Okay, maybe not that far. That would do. But my background is back. Welcome back to the green screen. But yeah, there you go. The phone is still completely fine. It's the app. For some reason, that's buckled. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so I was applying for all these years and just didn't get it. But I was so adamant that I was going to get onto the infrastructure by any means necessary. So I became a cleaner. Literally became a cleaner, working at a London Underground station, doing all the dirty stuff. And then from that, I was able to talk to like the London Underground staff, talking to drivers, supervisors, managers, all the roles you could possibly think of. And then within a year, I got in. But I had to be prepared to like do what it took, basically. Working on updating the streamer currently with the limits of PS5. Yeah, bro, you can only do what you can, but use what you have. Like, one thing about God, yeah, he watches what you steward. If you steward the little, he'll give you the more. So steward what you have well, and watch the magic happen, man. Is this Vodka Savice? Apparently not. JFK, how you doing? Did 2 years in college in engineering. I mean, it's a solid. It's something solid to go with. I was exactly the same. Did 2 years of no, yeah, sorry, yeah, 2 years. 2 years of college. Went to uni, but I dropped out number of times. Would you agree with me here? Take it from us old people. Do what you want to do, not what you're told to do. If you want to be a train driver, do everything you can to work towards it. Don't let people say don't do that or you should do that. If you want to be astronaut, be one. If you stripper, do be one. Do what you want to do, get out of it. I mean, yeah, same sentiment, isn't it? You, like, do everything in your power. Like, make it happen. Make it happen. If you want something so bad, nothing is too far out of reach. If you want to be a billionaire, make it happen. Got there eventually, JFK. Hi. Why 1984 specifically, ASR? I will do, Karen, thank you. I actually didn't need the reminder because I wasn't planning to. The only thing I've got in mind right now is Clag and more Clag. I got you, Tim. I only have LNWL that does Northampton. Well, if you're able to become a driver elsewhere, Joshua, and it doesn't have to be something crazy, something like within reality, right? Something that somewhere that you can travel to, for example, to work. You've now got that experience under your belt, so that now makes you a more likely candidate for the position than somebody who's got zero experience. And don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure I've seen LNWR say on their website that you don't need that experience, but if you were to have it, it does bump you up in the likelihood of getting hired category, because it's now less work for the company. You're now less work for the company, basically. The green screen is right here, Nabil. Right here, boss. Did you know the Class 37s are called a Highland Stag? No, I didn't. Is that all of them, or is there like a particular one that's called a Highland Stag? And what's the story behind that? There's no green screening. Well, not much I can do about that, unfortunately. I'm going to restart the camera app and see if that fixes the issue. It worked earlier. I'm also just going to limit my camera to 30 FPS as well. Doesn't seem to be working, you know. I really don't know what's up with it. It's a weird one. It was working completely fine and then just stopped. Huh. And it would be one thing if it was NVIDIA that had the issue, but it's like the actual camera app. Alright. Doors closed. Give a couple toots. And I'm going to give it full clag. 100%, let's go. Oh, we're slipping a little bit. There we are. I don't feel like as much as there was before. Oops. Going a bit quick. By the time we slow down, we're going to enter the 25 limit. As expected. It's not green screening. This app better work well. I've actually paid for it on my phone. Also, I did a year of volunteering at Heritage Railway. That's good to have under your belt, Josh. Yeah, stuff like that as well. Stuff like that is very good to have under your belt. I thought only a few of them are called that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Usually, it would be a handful of a particular class of loco or trains that get certain names. I am actually glad that couplers, being damaged isn't really a thing in TSW. Because I would have broken so many in my time. So many. But then I'm also disappointed that that's not a thing because realism. Every now and again I look at run 8s and I really think about it. I really, really think about it. And then I'll just forget about it for 6 months. And then I'll get back into it again. And then really, really consider it. Does Run 8 exist on I forgot what the code name we were gonna give it, Bill. Does it exist there? Proper yeah, proper diesel. Proper diesel. I'm disappointed that in 2026 we don't have smell-o-vision. Driving the Class 66, GBFR large logo. Oh, nice, Mark. Nice. 66 does have a bunch of really cool livery mods on it. Sorry, I don't know if you answered me when I asked before, Mark, but was it you that brought up the East Coast Mainland request? It was, wasn't it? It's not going to be on that timetable, I will say, because it will just take a bit too long to... The downloading when installing won't take long. It's more just running the game back up. And I want to give everyone a fair shot. So are you okay with the default timetable? I can get to Milton Keynes as well. I think getting to Milton Keynes would be good. I think that expands your options a little bit. Can I slow down and do a thrash again? I'll do one coming out of Stogumba. Wow. Stogumba. Hello, Mr. Grumpy. How you doing? Goodbye, Mr. Grumpy. Throwing some rain too? No, thank you. Rather not. All right, Mark. Say no more. And would that be with the 800 or would that be with like the 66 or a Flying Scotsman? What would you like to see on it? We're only a mile away, Karen. We're only a mile away from the next station, so might as well wait. I mean, I can just do some before we get there. We'll be speeding a little bit, but I think it would be worth the trouble that we'd get into. No clag, but a lot of noise. There's no clag at all, though. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Like, oh, there it is. What the hell? It just like glitched into view. That felt a bit odd. What animals, Nabil? Oh, the GBR 800. Yeah, no worries, Mark. What are your snow runner rules, Sammy? Shortest way isn't always the quickest, I'll say. Have you gotten yourself into a little pickle? See, unfortunately, You ain't got lasagna or grumpy around. So I think that would have been worth considering before you got yourself in a pickle. But how have you gotten stuck with your vehicle lineup? With GBR now taking over, I think it'll be easy to get into train driving. I don't know, because there's still gonna be like several different companies. It's just that they're gonna be under the GBR umbrella. I don't really know. I'm coming in quite hot. Oh, right, Nabil. Yeah. There also was that scenario, wasn't there, on here where the cows were on the track and then you have to help the farmer clear the cows. I do wonder sometimes what the creators of the scenarios are thinking. DLC maps can be really tough. Bro, you don't need to tell me. I've seen enough of the default map to know. You don't need to tell me. I haven't even thought about that. Oh, bro, that's giving me a headache just thinking back to it. But you know what? I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. It's a new challenge. I've now grown a bit in maturity, in experience. Still somewhat anxious, but we got this. I'm confident. I'm confident. I might try to get a train apprenticeship for next year. Why not this year, Josh? Is it? It's not too late. They usually open in September, I believe. Or do you have other plans for now? Absolutely, Karen. It would be my pleasure. That scenario 5 circle with the trash. Bro? I'm going to kindly request you never remind me about that again. I've never been truly, genuinely that depressed on stream, ever. Not before that day, not since that day. And I've gone through some shit while I'd be streaming. But that scenario, what that scenario did to me, I never want to experience again. Flipping it. Hope you enjoyed that, Karen. We are going to end it on that thrash for that route and move on to the East Coast Main Line. For now, I've applied to do a third year at college. Okay, cool. Yeah, you do that then, man. You do that. But yeah, just keep your options open, If truly what you want to do is train driving, throw everything you've got at it, And it's wise to get to know people within that realm as well. Like, what really helped me get into the London Underground was speaking to everyone. Like I said, I spoke to train drivers, I spoke to the managers, I spoke to supervisors, I spoke to the customer service assistants. I spoke to everybody I could possibly speak to, and it paid off. It paid off. And I can say with confidence, the only reason I got in was because of my experience as a cleaner. And all the things that I picked up. Okay, I did all the scenarios. Not like there was going to be a half an hour run anyway there. You know what? I didn't think we were going to find a half an hour run. And we did quite quickly. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Karen. This train I'm driving right now in TSW6 is nice. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with an 800. I know some people are not fans of the simplicity of it and the quietness of it, but for the job that it goes out to complete, you can't go wrong. Are you doing a live stream at 6 like you said yesterday? No, I'm not, Karen. I don't know if you're on the Discord or not. If you're not, I would advise you join there because I do put updates out there. I did put a message out yesterday saying that today's one is gonna move to 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And it's possible that the same may apply for tomorrow as well. But I will confirm today regarding that. But yeah, any like updates regarding the streams, I'll put a message out on the Discord usually.
TPWS and AWS operational.
No cruise control in this one, is there? Whoops. I think we're good to go. "45 seconds till our departure time. Got a 158 coming in. Crawling in. Oh, it's picking up now a little bit. Professional railway cleaning experience. Well, I wasn't cleaning the railways, I was cleaning the trains, but yes. Loud, innit? You're in the Discord, Josh? Nice one, mate. So you've got access to any information that comes out that won't be elsewhere. Does get a move on fairly quickly. 802. Oh, you've got a whole train's livery on it, Mark. Nice. I was confused for a minute. Not having cruise control is so weird to me. Yeah, and it's a shame that after all these years, it still hasn't been brought into the trains that it should be on. It's a bit of a joke, man. I really, really, really dislike the whole bring a train into a route or sorry, bring a train into the game or bring a route into the game and just leave it as it is. Whatever was missing on day one, whatever was not right on day one, usually just unless it's like a severe bug, would usually just gets left as is. It's a real shame. I'm here on Wednesdays. Okay, let's try to think. That 158. Whoops. I hope I don't miss a vigilance alarm. It is going to. It just doesn't say. 2008 portal in. That's good information. That really good information. Sorry, Nabil, you're not too sure about what? Tomorrow, could you drive the Class 158 in EMC? I don't know what I'm playing tomorrow yet, actually. I'm not quite sure what I'm playing tomorrow. I haven't decided. Tempted to do SnowRunner. Wouldn't mind doing some more TSW if you guys want to see it. I might do another poll. I might do another poll today on Discord and let you guys choose what I play tomorrow. It wouldn't be Mafia. I think it would just be between this and SnowRunner, you know. Maybe the bus. I'll put the bus up there up as an option. Nabil, you're the only one that uses those emotes, bro. Oh, not sure how to feel about cruise control on the train. I think, for me, that sentiment applies to like any feature that's not in the game that should be in the game. Whether it be cruise controls on cruise control on the trains, whether it be nothing else really comes to mind. But anything that should be in you know, that should be active and isn't, bothers me. Please, can you first show the class I play? Again, Karen, I don't even know what I'm playing tomorrow, darling. I don't even know what I'm going to be playing tomorrow. It might not even be TSW. If it is TSW and, you know, people want it to be another requester route, I don't mind doing that. It could be, man. I don't know. I don't think I have an issue playing Mafia. The only thing is, I feel like that's one of the games that I would want to play at least 2 days in a row. At least 2 days in a row. Yeah, as I don't have a particular preference, I might just put up a poll and let you guys decide what you want to see tomorrow. I think for next week, I'm thinking, as long as there's no DLC release, as long as there's no DLC releases for any games, any of the games that I usually play, I'm thinking we'll do 2 days of Mafia, 2 days of SnowRunner, and then maybe Friday could be TSW. That's what I'm thinking for now, provisionally. I don't think I'd be opposed to a bit of SimRoll tomorrow. I might add that onto the poll as well. So SimRoll, SnowRunner, TSW. SnowRunner, SimRoll, TSW. Cheeky Euro Truck session? Convoy? Actually, no, maybe not. I've got too many mods for Convoy. Wouldn't mind a cheeky Euro Truck session. Again, maybe the bus as well. I haven't played those games in ages. This is a big stutter. Yeah, I'm going to also have an option for you guys. If something's not on the poll and you want to see it, just like I did the other day, there'll be an option for that as well. You can select other and then just type out your game on the feedback channel. Although I'll give you a heads up. I think the chances of... Actually, you know what? No. Yeah, just do that. Convoy's music in my... I mean, if I do Convoy, I've got to run without mods. Or like a very limited number of mods. If I was to do American Truck Sim, I wouldn't mind doing Convoy. The thing is, bro, I say Convoy, it'll only be you and I that will do it. I mean, you can request Flight Sim, Mark, but I don't think it will take the bacon. Number one, I don't have it installed. I don't know if I've got enough space for it. I probably do, but it'll put me in a very tight squeeze. And number two, I mean, if you're ready to use the entire stream teaching me how to fly, then cool. Otherwise, it probably won't be much fun. Ah, Nabil. Bro, I never remember where I've sourced all the mods from. Wait, isn't it possible via TeamViewer to copy files from my PC to yours? You just copy my mods folder. First time that mode got used properly is crazy. I'm assuming that implies the build's gonna crash, not myself. Yeah, in that case, Nabil, why not? I'm down, bro. If Eurotruck gets voted. Something about that crossing is so satisfying. It's a very sus implication, ASR. Alright, Mark. I mean, if Bill can hack my PC, there's not much he's going to find, unfortunately, I don't think. And he might have already, and I've got no idea. The amount of times I've let this guy do his thing, and I've just, like, walked out the room. I've got no idea what he's seen, what he's done. It's what you call trust. Where are Els and Jackson today, man? Dobby hasn't been around for a while. It's the summer holidays. He's got no excuse now. Release the Dovetail Ambassador files. I don't think you would want them to be released, ASR. I'm quite hungry. I'd like to get something to eat. Maybe a Subway would do. How crazy would it be if I accidentally leaked TS? If TSW7 was a thing and I leaked it? Like you just saw it chilling in the desktop. Do it JD style. What I could do is get it and then charge people to play it via TeamViewer. Get my hands on whatever it is that's coming out. Make some money off it. It's becoming too boring being an ambassador for free. Gotta find a way to fund it. To fund it? To get funded from it. Exactly, Lasagna. Got the vision, just need to put it into the pen to paper. I can't believe TeamSpeak is still a thing, you know. TeamSpeak. TeamSpeak is crazy. But it's actually still a thing. Wouldn't you like to know, ASR? When am I going to Chatham? Wouldn't you like to know? Am I even going to Chatham? Very interesting questions. We should use TeamSpeak moving forward. Yeah, revive it, man. Absolutely. There's a reason why it's still kicking about. There's a reason. It survived the test of time. We should all like mass migrate. We should set up a date and mass migrate to TeamSpeak from Discord. This signal bug is annoying as well. And apparently it is actually a bug. I didn't think it was at the beginning. 2/3. Adnan forums. Don't think that would last very long. Did I miss Wilson board? There you go, I've whistled. Hard to believe, isn't it, ASR? Hard to believe, mate. You'd think Simulgraph was bug proof. GBR 8K textures. Oh, these textures are so bad. So bad. Should you have a look? Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's not great. I don't know how well you can see it on stream, but I can confirm it's not great. It's like, yeah, you're not going to be that close, but I can see that from here, you know? I can see that from not so close. The text looks okay, but it's the paint, man. The paint is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. They're lying about TikTok on the stream there. Oh no, but say he shares gameplay, okay. Not as much as I used to once upon a time, but I'll take it. Hey, Els! Talking of the devil. How you doing, man? I speak to family about Wednesday. No worries, Mark. Hopefully all went well. Texture's still too high res for console. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure there's still blurs on console, even with seemingly like 240p textures. Absolutely, Els. Yeah, I was trying your name. I was like, yo, where's Els? Like, I'm missing him. You know? Where's that presence? Where's that energy that he brings it, you know, onto the stream? Yeah, man. Like your absence was felt, you know. Your absence like resonated in chat. It was just echoing. And now that you're here, it feels like, you know, order has been restored. I'm gonna ban you from chat, Nabil, for instigating. What happened to 6 to 9? What happens to being on the Discord, man? I thought you were a real one. Wait, what? 5 stream. Els, you. 5 stream streak. Wow. Nah, talk about order has been restored. That's crazy, bro. That's big. That's big. That's big. That's round of applause big. That's rounds of. I want everyone to put their phones down right now and just give Elza a round of applause. That's big, man. That's big. Appreciate you, bro. One Alpha 23-2 has entered. Up fast. Sorry, Lasagna? Oh no, Mark, I know you do, but Els, this guy, yeah. This is a big achievement for Els. This is very like specific to Els. It's a big achievement. It's a big achievement. I bigged yours up, Mark. Was it yesterday or today? The seven stream streak once. Yeah, I even remember it. It was 7, and I was gassing it up. I gave you energy. Bro, I can't win, innit? Like, I'm on. I come aggressive, you got an issue with it. I come nice, you got an issue with it. I gas you up, you got an issue with it. I don't gas you up, you got an issue with it. I can't win, bro. What is this relationship? It's too toxic. It's too toxic. I can't win. I feel caged. I feel like I'm caged up, man. I feel like I'm a canary in a cage. It was today, Mark. Nah, I remembered it, man. At least you got Nabil backing you up, innit? You know? Whoa. Hello? Ah, the classic. Whoa. There's more. There's more of them. I need to start braking, I think. Oh my lord, I'm moving at like 2 FPS. There's one, where is it? I've lost them all. Okay, there's one there. There's like 3 here joined together or 2 joined together. Whoa! I got done by TPWS or something. Something's done me. And then there's one by itself over there. But I don't know if this is because of a mod or if it's like the default floating islands. But it's still continuing. This is the thing, I don't know because it's been in the game by default many times. Right, so what more do you want from me? It's not TPWS, so it's just DSD or DVD. So can I go? Is it TP? It's not red. It's not red. It's not nothing here is illuminated. Okay, I just needed to do that. Tired of winning like Donald Trump? I wouldn't say like Donald Trump. I don't get tired of winning. No surprise the TSW routes run at 10 FPS. No, I'll give the benefit of the doubt because I'm running with so many mods. It just could be, it could be the result of mod. But we've seen that many times on release day of a stream, of a route. So, you know, good gates. These are really cool gates just then. Very nice, very safe. We've seen a lot of those floating islands with no mods. No, those black spots are shadows of the floating islands, ASR. Yes, Mark. Just a bunch of plants all together. The train stopped because I missed something in the train. One of the alarms, Karen. Thanks to the issue where sometimes you'll hear safety systems outside of the cab and sometimes you won't. It's a great little thing. What is this shop meant to be? Why is it just here? What font is that? I need to be a dev, absolutely not. I do want to develop a route at one point, but it's nowhere near the top of my priority list. But I would like to create a route. I don't even know like what it would be at this point. I'd like it to be like an underground route, but that would take a lot of work. But I think it would be doable. I think these might be default issue, but because an air twig, so it's like it actually loads the shadows and trees. Good point. That's actually a very good point. Yeah, could be that. Could be that. But again, how many times, you know, like it's been tens of times where with no INI tweaks, with no mods, we've seen that on routes. Apparently, ASR, apparently. I don't really take anything for gospel. That comes, you know, that comes out from that camp. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. How's your day been, Els? How's your health? You in good health? Feeling good? Goodness me. Oh, it's getting so warm. Pardon me. Is he ignoring me? See, I try, man. I do try. I do try, but it takes two. It takes two, man. I'll keep trying, though. I'll keep trying. He's on business. I hear it. I hear it. Now, more, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy, man. Like more success is all I wish. There's nothing in my heart but positivity, you know, towards Els. Oh, ASR at this point, mate. I'm just trying to ignore it. It's quite difficult to do, but we can try. What's next on our list? We've only got half an hour left, you know. I've only got room for one more request, which is perfect because I've only got one more on my list. Birmingham to Crewe 2025 timetable. I don't even know who that was. That you, Joshua? Welcome back, mate. Good timing. Who is it that requested the Birmingham to Crewe timetable? 2025 timetable. Oh, Christ almighty. Lag galore. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, perfect, mate. Well, we're about to pull into Doncaster where this one ends. Have you got a particular train that you'd want me to drive, by the way, on the Birmingham to Crewe route? The Thirsty L's. Is there anything I can do to help out? Alright, Sammy, enjoy, my man. Yeah, keep an eye out on Discord, man. Even I don't know what the schedule is looking like tomorrow. Not sure what game yet. Not sure what time. We shall see. I'm hoping it will just be like a 6 p.m. stream. But we shall see. What do you mean a UK only stream? Oh yeah, right. You're actually not wrong. That's actually kind of crazy. I don't mind though, man. I'm happy that it's been like you guys' requests, you know?
We are now approaching Doncaster. Please take all your belongings with you. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Oh, I touched on it yesterday. It was basically like if I stream it, it would be a stream where you guys teach me. You know, so number one, like, are you willing to do that? Would that, and then secondly, like, would that even be fun from like a watching perspective? I don't know. Because outside of the streams, I won't be playing it. So the 807, Josh, no problem, mate. No problem at all. Yes, Nabil. It was posted last night, I believe. Maybe I'm going places. Where am I going exactly? Decent run, pretty straightforward. I also like how each run today has been like different from the other. Like we haven't had any two similar runs. Started off with, what did we start off with? Some Steam. Then we went into local commuter. Then we went on to some BR stuff. Then high speed here. And then we're gonna do some more high speed, to be honest. But yeah, it's been quite a full stream. Well, Nabil, you got to remember, boss, I'm in the UK. So anything like that, you got to do the time zone stuff. Something news on the horizon. We're excited to share that we're working on SeaWorks Trap Season, a crab fishing life sim set in the remote Pacific Northwest of the 1990s. Build your life around your boats, your cabin, and the sea. Take on fishing jobs, set your traps, manage your equipment, and face the challenges of unpredictable waters. From changing weather to boat maintenance and the daily grind of island life, every trip tells a new story. Yuck. Yo, you forgot your load. Hello? Whoa. Hello. Right, Birmingham to Crewe. Another one that's quite similar to Manchester Airport Commuter, in my opinion, where I do remember doing some of the journey mode. but I don't think I spent that much time on it. It was one of those journey modes where you've got the same date for all of the runs in within a chapter. As soon as I saw the trap season, I knew it was some BS. As soon as I saw Aerosoft, I knew it was some BS. The icing in the cake for me was the daily grind of island life. Come on, man. Oh, level 1271. Let's go. Sweat season. What was the Birmingham to Crewe route called? Oh, it was West Coast Mainline route, wasn't it? There we go. Oh, yeah, I've got a modded timetable for this one. What's the original timetable? I forgot. Okay, it's got to be this one with all of this bloody Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna do the modded timetable. Is it 807 you said or 805? Sorry, I think you said 807. And I've got an announcement mod on this. I'm gonna do 23 minutes because it's 37 right now. I'm gonna do this one. No everyday air Maroc. What's Pilot Life? Is that like a career mod? Maybe it's time to get rid of this particular loading screen and the other one that's talking about sales in October 2025. Anyway, more DLC is more important. Ah, not a night run. How? I don't even notice. I didn't even see the time at all. One numpty. An external add-on. That's cool, man. That's a bit of me. I like my external add-ons. What you get? That's definitely a bit of me. Real life airlines with real life schedules. That's definitely a bit of me. Does it limit you to like what planes you can fly until you hit a certain number of flights and stuff like that, or you're able to do anything? No, JFK. One, because this is the last one before the stream ends, and two, because I know it's going to be some BS. A 26-minute one here. I'll do that. Oh, it's an MC stock move. Nah. It's not that many, really, is there? Empty stock move. Wait, what? Okay, express service. Let's do that one. Your purchase. You purchase type ratings. What do you mean? Bro was gonna request training center, so it was gonna be some BS as assumed, as expected. And you know, ranking goes up to. Okay. I'm 50-50 on that. On the one hand, it's cool to have that progression. On the other hand, it would be cool to like fly like what you want, basically. This does have cruise control, right? I've always had issues with it. Type ratings is a certification of you can fly. Oh, okay. Like in real life, you got to pay to get a license to plane. Oh, okay, okay, okay. You're gonna request Dutch Railways. You'd have ruined the theme of UK trains only, JFK. Or UK routes only, sorry. Same with the add-on, you gotta earn money to be able to purchase different aircraft licenses. Okay, yeah, no, that sounds really fun actually. It's certain things like this that make me regret not being into flight simming, but then I think about flight simming and it's like, maybe that's not such a bad thing. Gotta love Liverpool Lime Street text clipping. Wait, where have you seen that? ASR. Oh, here? Interesting. Nothing out of the ordinary. Is the limiter actually on or not? God knows. We'll see. I think the 805 and 807 is such a downgrade from the 221s. Well, there's a lot less personality. They're better, I'm sure, in terms of comfort and speed and whatnot, but yeah. No, Els, I haven't. Nah. You've seen too much UK. There's no such thing as too much UK. 805/807 exclusive features compared to 801. It's crazy. That's another thing, isn't it? Like, I mentioned earlier how it's annoying that content will just come and then forever be as it is, regardless of what's missing and what's not been done right. And there's also the fact that a similar stock will come into the game, much more advanced, much more features, and they won't get backported to the older type. Sucks, but does TSW allow people to rate create? To rate create? Could you elaborate on what you mean by rate create? 1 second of UK is too much UK. 1 second of you is too much you. How about that? If I hadn't looked at my OBS at the exact second that that started playing, it may have got me. One of the trains I drove yesterday made a similar noise. It wasn't ETCS, but it made like a very, very, very similar noise. I instantly thought it was an alert, but when I saw that it wasn't, I was very concerned. Even though I didn't actually know what the problem was. I can't comprehend your intelligence with my small 8 brain. Oh, ASR. Has Spain resumed normality after winning the World Cup? Hello, Watch. How you doing? That name is familiar. Have you been here before? Your name looks very familiar. This is the West Coast Main Line Birmingham to Crewe route. Ah, see? I knew it. You've used this account before. How are you doing, man? Good to see you. One of the best routes in the game. Man goes and puts the Russian flag. I've played that route, I think, literally once or twice, ever. And I don't think it's a bad route. I don't think it's a bad route. I don't think it's one that I could play over and over again. But dipping into it here and there, it's not a bad... Well, it's not a horrible experience. If you've got an eye for detail, maybe it won't be as pleasant. Can I have a sandwich with Birmingham? You and ASR belong in the same club of bad jokes. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad route, ASR. I'm allowed to have that opinion. Believe it or not. I don't know what that flag is, Nabil, because I just see the text. I don't actually see the emoji. I can see the hand emoji, but the text just says KP. I don't know what on earth KP could be for a country or for a flag. Nowadays, you're a pirate. It's fun. It's good fun. I think the 70 will get released before the Derby line. It might, dude. The scary thing is, we actually don't know internally, like as ambassadors, exactly what's going on. But the announcement said we'll update you in a few weeks, like the public announcement that went out. Sorry, we'll update you in a few weeks. Dovetail Direct is in a few weeks. So if you're gonna update us in a few weeks, that means there will probably be at least a week beyond that and beyond where the DLC would release. The DLC wouldn't release with that update. So realistically, it may be either very close to the 70 or probably not long after it, because the 70 looks like it's ready to go. It's been looking like it's ready to go. Oh, North Korea. Why is it shortened to KP though? Well, I'm assuming the K would be for Korea, obviously, but what would the P be for? Wow, I haven't heard that in so long, ASR. Jesus. KCD is an interesting game, you know. Like, it is this incredible thing, but at the same time, you can tell it's not made by a huge studio. One thing I'm looking forward to doing in TSW7 is resetting my mods. I don't know whether I'm just going to copy and paste all of them into the TSW7 folder, or actually just wait for the TSW7 specific mods. But I tried to do that for TSW6 and then I got impatient, because there are a lot of good mods that just never got updated. So maybe they release for TSW4 or even TSW3 and it still work completely fine. But because they haven't been updated, they've just sort of been forgotten. Did I try Subway Builders? I don't know what Subway Builders is. Korean People's Republic. Ah, that may be it. That may be it. That would make sense. Yeah. Saw a video on YouTube. I've never heard of it, Doc. Never heard of it. Nabil. I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm aware. Okay. I'm aware. Read what again, JFK? Darkmaster 0692 : did you try Subway Builders? Question mark. What do you want me to read again? I completely ignored what ASR said. If you think I replied to ASR, I just completely ignored him. I guess to a point of ASR, it's the only way to deal with him. I can see all of those, Karen. Yes, thank you very much. Is there a message that you're trying to send to me through those emojis? It's like an open world map where you construct metros. An IRL map? Huh, okay. Interesting. I'm not really one for those types of games. I've learned in recent years that I need to expand my horizons and try things before I make a judgment on them. So, I mean, put a video up or something on Discord. I'll take a look at it. The IRL bit has piqued my interest. What's NIMBY Rails? It rings a bell. NIMBY Rails. I heard of that recently. I don't know if TSW will come with multiplayer or not. I hope it doesn't. And my wish is for it to never come with multiplayer. It will be the most broken POS ever. It's just impossible. There's no way for me to see it as possible that they'll bring it in and it will work perfectly. And 1 year later, continue to work perfectly.
Now, real burning question from the game of 567 in our community is, will there be multiplayer?
No, absolutely all multiplayer here to Transit World, absolutely. Of course, things have been going too well, haven't they?
Nice. Multiplayer is just an urban myth, like a folklore. Same as the 420 and the 232. Like Subway Builders, but not only Subways. Maybe I've seen it on Steam. Maybe I've seen it on the Steam store. I'm pretty sure it's come up recently. But this has like major cities and has a population demand of residential worker zone. Okay. But it's focused on like metro building. Alright, Karen. Have a good time. Thank you very much for hanging around. Thank you for your request as well. Keep an eye out on the Discord so that if we do some more TSW, then you can come along and request your 158. And Starby and the 104, yes. To be honest, they're all in the same bucket. Multiplayer will be so annoying if you go on a Roblox train game. It's just people. I don't know, Josh. I've played a fair bit of British Railway, and I guess only one. I mean, I haven't played much. I've played a little bit of it, but only once in that little time with it did I really have a bad experience with somebody. I think they were playing on like a Nokia phone or something because they were lagging like real bad. Thank you very much for the sub, FC26 City Transport Simulator 2026. Quite the mouthful. Welcome. It does spice things up having multiplayer, but the core game needs to be stable. Like the core game of British Railways on Roblox is stable. It's more stable than TSW. So they can put multiplayer and it be something that works well and isn't like done in an annoying way. Don't forget that I use the real world data for people and movement. What? In what way, Lasagna? Is there like a drone, like a satellite, that's tracking people's live movements and then puts them in the game? So like 2 videos, one for LA area, and the other they recreated, but which for this game metro kind of one. Oh, service has gone up to 45. Yeah, please do put up like a video or something of it on Discord. I'm quite interested now. Don't know if I'll be able to watch it tonight because I've got a lot to do after this stream and a long drive ahead of me, but when I can, I'll definitely oh, for goodness sake, I'll definitely take a look at it. TSW what's really special symbol. Basically, yeah. Hey CP, how you doing? Stats and stuff. Like what? Like population number and like what else aside from population? Thank you, man. Not spad alert, Nabil, overspeed. I was going to slow down in time. The train thinks otherwise. I wonder if they'll bring dispatch to the TSW7 as a core feature. I can't imagine so. I can't imagine so. What I really can't imagine is it working well. When I say I can't imagine so, I can imagine it's doable. It's something that should be doable, but I would want it to be something Dovecell do. Interesting. Interesting placement of assets. The TPWS overspeed sound alarm is so weird. Is it? I know road train drivers are horrified, horrified by it, naturally. So you don't know exactly, but it gathers data from IRL. Okay. If it was to happen, it would be an even more buggy conductor mode. But even look at conductor mode. How has it grown? How has it advanced or matured since its first introduction? It's still as simple and plain as it was on day one. Thank you, Doc. Doing a freight service on the 47. I'm stopping on a loop with the crossing part of my train. We'll be on the crossing. Nice. Objective markers doing their thing again. Oh, hello. 20 miles an hour limit. Whoops. Jesus Christ. Everyone's got their teeth shaken out. Just sounds like one of those meme funny. Really? Stunet, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you. How do I pronounce your name? Stuxnet? 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 Portuguese Convel. It's pretty zen in terms of sound alerts. It does beep sounds, as far as I know. No, you need to, bro. You need to have the daylights, the living daylight scared out of you because it's a safety thing, you know. And I say taken very seriously. Which one's Stunet? Because I mentioned about 100 different ones. Is it just Stunet? That's like my default one. I do try to pronounce people's names correctly. I think it's important. A brand new route is coming to Simrod, with also announced upcoming Roger North Region DLC, bringing you 140 kilometers of faithfully recreated tracks across the northern lines of the region. So have they tested this in multiplayer and seen that the servers survive, adding this on top of everything else? Or are we going to go backwards and be in a situation where either you play on this map with this DLC, or you play on this map with this DLC, but you can't do both? I mean, that stuff is already like cooked as it is. Stuxnet. Okay, I remember that. Stuxnet. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you. Yeah, me too, CP. As someone who plays Simro, I do have a thing for buying all of its DLCs. Thank you, Lasagna. Great. And thank you everyone else for currently being here with me and tuning in today. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much for your requests. Join the Discord if you haven't already, because nobody knows what's happening tomorrow. But if you join the Discord, when things are decided, you will know. And there will also be a poll so that you can decide what gets played tomorrow. Type in !Discord in the chat for the link. And I wish you guys a lovely rest of your day. Sorry for the late notice about the change of stream starting time, but you guys did very well to accommodate, so I appreciate you. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Health is wealth. Is anyone streaming that we can raid, actually? Let's have a little gander before I sign out. Are any of our regulars streaming? D streaming. I'm going to give D a raid. I'm going to give D a raid. I haven't raided him in a really long time. D plays GTA 5 roleplay. But he's a very, he's a solid guy. Show him some love. Say hello to him. Where is the raid option? This is on a much smaller window than I'm used to. There we go. Why won't you pop up? What the hell is this channel? I was just on it. What's his name? Ah. Why did he spell it like that? It's so annoying. Right. Here we go. Surprise, surprise, he pops up now. Right, go show him some love. Say hello to him for me. Enjoy your stream. Enjoy the rest of your days. And I will see you guys. I should see you guys tomorrow. But just keep an eye on the Discord, because I don't want to make promises that I can't, that I can't keep. So yeah, take care. Peace out. Enjoy the raid.